.30 Central African Time, right here on the SABC News Channel, independent and impartial. My name is Mkolisi Masang and welcome to Trendz Live. Remember, we want you to be a part of the show, so do interact with us on our Twitter handle, that is @Trendz on SABC. Time now for your fix for all things lifestyle and entertainment. Right, young people have made strides in different types of the visual art, exploring and expressing themselves in creative and artistic ways that are beyond the imagination. We spent some time with Ennock Mlangeni, who's a self-taught painter who has participated in international group exhibitions in Poland and Paris and has also made a name for himself in the art space. Take a look.
We are at the Ellis Art Building in Johannesburg to meet a 31-year-old painter, Ennock Mlangeni. He uses coffee to paint, and some of his artwork includes painting on refrigerators and swimming pools. So we said, let's groom Shelele into his art studio. Hi, Ennock.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for having us. So, what's the inspiration behind all of this?
My work is inspired by my experiences, things that I went through from childhood experiences. I lost my parents when I was very young and I was raised by my grandmother. So through those hardships, when I started doing art, I didn't have materials. So I used to to combine everything just to create art, to use everything at my disposal to do art. So I think that's where the creative part of my art history come from. So I started using pens. From pens I evolved to charcoal. From charcoals it was paint. Then and I'm a self-taught artist. So through that journey, and I learned a lot of techniques and style, and that's why I can do art in almost everything, and I can use any material that you can give to me.
So here, tell me about this, because I only see What is this?
Yes, this it's also from that series of Fading Hope of a Rombe Nation. So this style is what we call an abstract art. Okay. So basically, here we don't usually go with technique or what style do I like. It's mostly inspired by the emotions, everything that I feel. You just put it out there. It's either it can be a line or it can be just spreading the paint, but it's all about expressing what you're feeling.
Okay, now that's wonderful. Please take us into your studio. Let's see it.
Please.
Wow. Okay. The best time is now. Okay, yes. So what's the inspiration behind this one?
Like I always say, this is one of those special pieces for me. And I think it's one of those, I call it my star piece, because everyone and most of the people who are following me love this piece. So actually how it came about, this one, it was like I was busy doing a piece. So there are series where I use inspirational quotes. So this one actually was special because when I was busy doing it, I actually posted the piece and asked my followers to give me quotes. So each and every quote that is here on this piece, it was a comment from them. I'm a very versatile artist. So I've done works from coffee, it was fridges, then from fridges it was swimming pools, from swimming pools it was plates. So I've done art on various mediums. So on the fridge and swimming pools, the works, it normally depends on the client's request.
Okay, so you're about to paint for us. I'm so excited. What are you painting for us?
So this is what I use. Normal coffee.
Normal coffee.
It's made.
Wow.
Makeup and
so what are we mixing this coffee with?
So normally I just use normal water.
Is it? Cold or hot?
Cold.
It's cold. and it was now time to paint.
I'm one person who have been through a lot in life. So each and every time when I do a piece, even if it's a happy piece, you'll still get that sad emotion on it, so that's my charge, that's my element, that's the message that I'm trying to convey.
We change tact a bit now. We learn about something new, which is the environmental art. Now, this is in celebration of World Environment Day. Nestlé opened an art exhibition to explore the environment and our environment, as well as relationships to the world. Take a look.
We are at the Melrose Arts Gallery, where Nestlé, in celebration of the World Environment Day, opened an art exhibition which explores environmentalism and our relationship with the world.
I don't know anything about environmental arts, but I'm going to learn today. One thing I know for sure, I am not the only one who's clueless, eh? Let me find out. What is environmental art, Mobile?
So what I know is that environmental art displays or portrays what the impact of human activities is on the environment. But the problem is that it's not trending, so that's why most people don't know about it.
Environmentally, I understand what environmental means, but the arts part, not too sure. I'm an environmental sciences master student, so I do know about waste and everything else, but I did not know Nami would say it can be turned into art, be shown and exhibited so beautifully.
It's mainly something that you can create out of a waste product that can get in any premises that might find waste at, and actually put an art together out of a waste. And also it's something that also you can't sell. It's something that you can sell.
Well, do not despair, as we are about to find out more on the concepts and style of this kind of art from artist and photographer Dylan Marsh.
Well, basically it's photography combined with computer-generated imagery, and I am trying to present information to the viewer that is more than just photography. It shows something more. I've incorporated computer-generated imagery or CGI to show the volumes of carbon, for instance, that is absorbed into the ground. And it's about showing things that can't be seen with photography alone.
How does this kind of art, right, this kind of artwork influence our everyday habits as human beings? Because it's environment, right? So there must be an impact that it has in how we behave, how we act in our everyday environmental space or sustainability. Take us through that.
Sure, I think the basic idea is just to create awareness for the systems that are taking place in the background of our day-to-day lives. So it's about trying to understand how, for instance, our impact or our living experience impacts the environment. And through art, I hope to do that. And I hope I've done that today.
Welcome back. You're still with us right here on Trendz Live. Tsitsikamma in the Eastern Cape as a tourist wonder with lots of small town magic that guarantees uninterrupted rest just with spectacular views. We found one such a town with lots to offer, and we hope you enjoy Storms River Village as much as the team did.
Tsitsikamma in the Eastern Cape boasts of magnificent, quaint little towns that guarantee serenity, scenery, and uninterrupted rest. One such town is Storms River Village. Just give us a bit of background about this town.
So at the moment we're walking in the main road in Storms River Village. It's a beautiful, quaint village in Tsitsikamma. It is the tourism hub of the area. As I said, this is the Tsitsikamma borders the Western and Eastern Cape. So you'll get your no-star to 4-star accommodation, your backpackers, guest house, hotel. We're known for our adventure activities. Whether you want to ride, glide or slide in the forest, there's something for everyone to do. Whether you want to sail or just paddle on the water or maybe jump off the highest commercial bungee bridge in the world, there's something for everybody to do.
See, why I love working in a small town is that everybody becomes part of the show. Like now we are like one center show and then everybody else is filtering through, even that car. So let's talk about the Segway Tour. So the Segway Tour, where does it start, where does it go, and where does it end up?
So it starts at Tsitsikamma Backpackers, which is the base of operation for them, where you'll start off with a small short training session that you'll have at their base, and then there's two options. You can either do the longer one, which will take you to the Big Three, or you can do the other one that will take you into the Plaasbos Nature Reserve. We just did the one that takes you into the Plaasbos Nature Reserve to the Human Phase 3, which is an amazing discovery. It's the only one of its kind in the world that we know of, a Human Phase 3. That's not man-made or struck by lightning. So it's gliding in the forest on a two-wheeler, and it's amazing for families to come and do. It's a safe activity. Obviously, you need to listen. Like with any other activity, listening is a skill that you need to master. So you glide literally all the way through into the indigenous forest, and you pass all of these amazing attractions that we have around you.
So tell me, apart from this main road here, you said this used to be a highway when?
Yes. So many years ago, Thomas Bain constructed the path further down into the Plaasbos Nature Reserve. And this road was also used for the elephants, or 80% of the road of the path was also used for the elephants traveling between Knysna and the Addo Elephant National Park. So that's something that we keep true to ourselves, and that we're trying to conserve for future generations to come.
Oh man, this is so cool. So I see a lot of locals around here. Apart from this being a tourist attraction or a tourist location for people that come to visit here, where are the other small dwellings? Like, where do people live around here when they're not touring?
Further up there's Storm River Village, then we have Mpumalelo Village, we have Coldstream. We are a multiracial community in the Tsitsikamma. You will find your different kinds of races, people from different backgrounds living in the Kasi, living in the community, and it's very much cross-integrated, the way of living, the way of ownership of accommodation places, of activity places that we have in the area. But a lot of locals work in the tourist attractions or hospitality industry around here, but comes from the local townships that's adjacent to the establishments they work at.
Well, now time for our live feature on the program. Some call them the pioneers of township dance culture. Some refer to them as the masters of sport. Now, Soweto's finest is one of South Africa's hottest dance crews that has kept fans on their dance floors with their scintillating dance routines that have earned them a spot as one of the country's electric live acts. Gentlemen, it's great to have you on the program. Welcome to it.
Sure. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's great to have you, man. I mean, it's winter and it's Youth Month. You guys are performing and are very busy. Let's start by when you guys decided to name the group Soweto's Finest. Where did that come from?
Oh, that came from, it wasn't just the name that we got out of nowhere. We literally had to travel to different townships and to actually verse people who thought they were better than us and made sure that we made them realize that we were actually the best in the country. So that's how being the finest in Soweto came about, and then Soweto's Finest.
Wow, that's nice. And with so many years, being on the dance floors, rocking stages, let's talk about some of the challenges that you guys have came across as a group.
I mean, some of the challenges has been, changing group members. I think those are some of the challenges. You groom people from the ground up, and then when the bright city lights and the girls hit them, people wanna, behave some type of way, ill discipline. The challenges of not being paid what you deserve as compared to the work that you put in are some of the challenges. Because unfortunately in SA, dancing is at the bottom of the food chain in terms of the arts. So you always have to fight your way to be recognized, to be paid well. So those are some of the challenges that we've been facing. releasing.
You guys are always busy. I've seen also at the dance studio, you guys are doing a lot of work there. Tell us about some of the projects that you guys have in the pipeline currently.
I think it would be obviously empowering the kids that come to the Soweto Finest Dance Studio. We recently choreographed a music video for Kamompela, Ghost, that just recently dropped. We are now about to choreograph for the awards that are happening on the 25th. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention the channel on this show. Also, just, the project of what we're doing now on the 16th. We're bringing Somizi Mhlongo to the Soweto's Finest Dance Studio. Obviously it's Youth Month, so the whole day we'll be bringing different instructors to actually just come motivate and teach the kids from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Soweto's Finest Dance Studio.
You guys have brought us so many hits. I think one of my favorites is that other one called Shupe. I remember it.
Such an old song.
It's still an odd favorite of mine. Talk to us about some of the projects that you're working on and what are you guys going to be offering us, because you guys are going to be performing on the show in a little while.
So what we've ventured into this year is still keeping it as a group, but we ventured into releasing our solo singles. A lot of people do it when they've broken up. So we decided to do it while we're still, happy, in a good space. So Tom dropped a solo single earlier on called Ichuluga. I dropped a single called Umsindo, which is what we'll be performing today. So it's as Finest, the group is dropping a single on Youth Day called Siyavuma. We're shooting the video for that soon too with all the kids. So we're just planning on that. We're releasing more music videos throughout the year.
And DJ Bash too, which is our official DJ, is also going to be releasing a single soon. So it's also just kind of trying to diversify, instead of just focusing on 2 or 3 income streams.
In Youth Month, quick message to the youth.
Believe in what you do. Passion is very important. Don't do it for the wrong reasons, and obviously we all go through different things in our lives, difficulties and so forth, but through all of that, even no matter how dark it becomes, always believe that the sky is the limit and that God exists.
Gentlemen, you're standing by to give us a very good performance, but that's going to be right almost at the end of the show, right? We're looking forward to that. Thank you so much. That's Soweto's Finest, of course, standing by for that important performance that they're going to be giving us exclusive to Trendz Live. Now, Sizzle City Food and Wine Experience has seen more of young people taking part at this year's 5th annual event, and Richards Bay. Fashion, food and music was the order of the day.
In its 5th year running, the Sizzle City Food and Wine Experience had more young people participating in this year's extravaganza. Fashion, food and music was the order of the day. Up for a challenge and ready to face the world, these young chefs from Umfolozi College showcased their skills for the first time. Nokwazi Nkosi was amongst the chefs who had to prepare mouth-watering cuisines from all over the SADC countries, something she had never imagined.
The dishes that stood out the most were maponya worms from obviously South Africa. We also have umdumbulu from Mozambique. So basically it was a really good day and people enjoyed the food. So we are.
Well, these foodies seem to have mixed feelings about certain dishes.
I really enjoyed amasonja. I was having them for the first time. I do not know what I was expecting, but yeah, they tasted real good. So I had one, and then I went for the second one. Enjoyed it. I would have them again.
Ngizamile amasonja. Taste yodwa kodwa angifuni ukuthi ngiphinde ngiteste enye.
This event has opened up gates for mainly local small businesses, and for many it is a good platform for growth. A spectacular fashion showcase from local designers as they took to the walkway with their latest designs.
Really great platform for us young and very talented people to actually showcase our work, showcase what we can do, and we hope it takes us to the next level.
I was performing today as an artist, and seeing the whole vibe and the whole culture being embraced today is such an amazing experience, because now we are truly starting to understand what we are really are. So I'm happy to be around everyone who's actually in the same vibe and same energy as being proud to be Africans.
The organizers are certain that this annual event will open doors for more young people.
The event is about talent exposure. As the organization, we believe that we need to expose our talent, find raw talent, develop and expose it. Hence the event this year, we decided to use our local wine companies, local fashion designers and local artists. Of course, we are all about growth, we're all about economic development. This year we decided to use our young chefs from high school and universities. Reason being, we believe that we need to groom them when they are young. We need to expose talent when it's raw and assist them, because honestly, there's a lot of young kids that are going to hospitality industry and then you find that they don't get a job.
While such events can assist in the comeback for KZN tourism following the recent floods, tourists are urged to explore more areas of the province.
KZN is ready for tourists, is ready for business. Today, Richards Bay is hosting Sizzling City Food and Wine. This is one event that we will invite all South Africans to come and visit every year. KZN is not only about Durban, but there are other cities like Umhlathuze that are very vibrant.
Wrapping the event was the La Fusion chefs with their unique and entertaining cooking skills.
Well, on that tasty note, it's time for us to say goodbye right here on Trendz Live. Remember, do catch SABC2 tomorrow at 3:30 in the afternoon for more travel and lifestyle content on Trendz Travel. From me, Mkolisi Masang and the rest of the team, we wish you a spectacular evening going forward. Soweto's finest. Take it away, gentlemen.
Sure. I think so. Sure.
Wahamba nama